Now we are going to start our BA service, right? So now we are going to see like how you can use Q&A and quick insights feature. All right, so what is Q&A? Q&A is nothing but question and answer, right? So if you want to do some ad hoc analysis, okay, then for that you have a functionality in Power BI dashboard. Then you can write your questions in natural language query, okay, and Power BI will understand your question, and based on that it will give you the results into the graphical form, into the visualization format. Okay, so how does it work? Let's see it. It's very useful when you have something like, let's say you already have a sales dashboard, but in that dashboard, let's say any specific value is not added, any specific value is not presented, and you want to see that. Based on that, you can build your another separate dashboard also. Okay, so it's something like you can ask the questions and Power BI will give you the answer in graphical, in visualization format, and that visualization format you can save in any dashboard. Okay, so let's see it. How does it work? So here I have this company dashboard, right? So open it. Now on this company dashboard, you see there is a one question box here, right? Ask a question about your data. So this is by default enabled. Okay, if you don't want to enable it, or if it is not enabled here, then how you can ask your admin, or how you can check it whether it is you have the permission to enable it or not, right? So how to check that this feature is enabled or not? For that, you go to the dashboard settings, more options here, go to settings, and here you have Q&A button, right? So if this button is on, it means now people are who are interacting with the dashboard, they are having the flexibility, like they can ask the questions. Okay, so if it is turned off, then you won't see this question box here. Okay, so now Q&A is not going to work for you. So make sure that it is turned on, and if it is not on, then you have to on it from here. Okay, all right, now how does it work? So let's say you see here total profit is appearing, total orders is there, right? But I want to do some ad hoc analysis. Let's say I want to see total sales, because total sales is not appearing. I'm not able to see the total sales anywhere on this dashboard. So I want to see the total sales amount. So what you can see, total sales. So just click here. Once you click here, you will see a Q&A screen here, right? And some of the default questions, by default questions will come here. So you can choose from this list. If you want to see all the suggestions for the questions, click here. Here you can see all questions, right? But if still you want to search for any specific question, right, then you can just click here and you can ask your question. Okay, so some of the like most commonly used questions you can see here: top ship countries by sales, what is the sales by ship city? Okay, so if your requirement is from these suggested questions, then it's good. Otherwise you can search here. So let's say I want to see total sales, so I search here total sales. So here you see this is your total sales. Now open it in a card visual, right? So you can also do that. Total sales as card, you just write it as card, right? Now here you see pin visual button, right? Now you can click on this pin visual, and now I want to build my own dashboard. Okay, or if on existing dashboard I want to pin it, then I can do that also. But I want to pin my I want to pin it on my separate dashboard. Okay, so this is like my dashboard. So using the existing dashboard, I can build my own dashboard. Okay, so I have pinned that. Now let's say I want to view the sales by different segment, right? And this information I want to see in donut chart. So how you search it? So if you see on the existing dashboard, this information is not coming, right? Sales by segment in donut, right? Sales by segment. Okay, so eventually it is coming already here. Sales by segment. Let's say another thing, profit by segment. Okay, so I want to see the profit by segment, which is not part of it. So you don't need to ask to the developer or the report author that add that visual here. You have the benefit that because using this Q&A, you can ask the questions. Okay, so here you can search total profit by segment, and now this information you want to see in donut chart and pie chart, whatever. Then after you have to mention as pie. Okay, so you will get it this data in pie chart. If you want to see it in donut chart, then you can search for donut. Right, so you got this data into the donut chart. Now you can pin it on visual. This is your total sales, and on the existing on new dashboard, right, which I created on my dashboard, I can pin it. Okay, so in this way you can build your dashboard, your customized dashboard. You can build quickly. Okay, you can take the benefit of these quick questions, right? You can pin it on your dashboard. All right, so this is ad hoc analysis, right, which enables you to build or to search your visuals or key matrices in which you are interested, and you can create a separate dashboard. Okay, so this is a global dashboard which will be accessible for all, but you want to see something else, okay, then you don't need to ask somebody else like to create a separate dashboard or to build a dashboard for you. You can itself, by yourself, you can build a dashboard using the existing data set. Okay, so now the point comes like, how does it work? What's the functionality actually? There are a few things which we need to always keep in mind. This Q&A function will always work based on the table names, column names, and measure names. Okay, so let's say if in your data model, column name is revenue, right? But you are searching here with sales, so it will not give you anything. Okay, so how does it work? Basically, it search based on the keywords. Okay, so as I'm mentioning here, total. Then next, when I type here quantity, so what is quantity? Quantity is a column name. Okay, if instead of quantity, if I search something else, let's say some different thing, then it will not get it, right? If I'm trying to search total QTY, then it says we didn't understand your question. Okay, so why? Because there is not any column. So these whatever you are typing in your questions, these will be logged into the keywords will search in table names, column names, and measure names. If it is available there, then it will work for you. It will get the data for you. Okay, so this thing, it means like we should not be completely blank about the data model. We should have some basic information, some basic knowledge about our data model, like what's our column names, what is the quantity column name, what is discount column name, exact column name. Although if it is not this exact, let's say if there is any spelling mistake or like any hyphen, underscore, something like this, that thing Power BI automatically handles. Okay, so it will give you the suggestions from, you can choose from that suggestion. Okay, but you should have a basic idea about the data model. Okay, all right, so let's say if I'm searching here total sales, so it is giving me the data, right? But when I search here total revenue, so it's not giving me anything. Why? Because there is not any column for the total revenue, right? So still it is showing me total profit, right? So it will not give you the correct result. Now let's go to the dashboard which you created right now. My dashboard, here it is, open it, and here we can see the data. Right now I can arrange it based on my need. I can arrange this dashboard however I want to visualize this data. Is it clear to everybody what is Q&A feature? It is very useful for ad hoc analysis. Okay, yes, so I was saying this is a very useful feature actually, because most of the time what happens, like if it is sometimes it is difficult, like if in your organization, not on organization level, let's say on team level, let's say in sales team there are like 50 people, right? So each person would like to see the data in different view. Somebody wants to see data in pie charts, but the same data somebody wants to see in the bar chart. Okay, so based on their individual needs, they can reuse the existing data model or existing dashboard, and based on that they can create their own view. Okay, so that's the fantastic thing. All right, so and the good thing is, yes, you mentioned, right, there is not any technical skill set required, right? No, you don't need to write any code, any script. Okay, so it's very easy, very user friendly. Okay, and the another thing is like you can, I will come to that. Let's say now I have created this dashboard. Right now this is my dashboard. Now I want to see this dashboard every day in my inbox. So you can schedule, individual person can also schedule this dashboard. Okay, so like you can subscribe this dashboard, so every day you will get the data, this dashboard as a screenshot, okay, in your inbox. So based on their different needs, they can subscribe the dashboards. Okay, can we see this ad hoc dashboard in Power BI desktop? Okay, very useful. Has a screen frozen? No. Okay, so see, dashboard is, you cannot see this dashboard first thing in quick Power BI desktop. Why? Can anybody answer this? Why we cannot see the dashboard, or why we cannot use this feature in Power BI desktop? The answer is because dashboard is not a part of Power BI desktop. Dashboard can be created only on Power BI service. Okay, the first thing. Second thing is this Q&A feature was earlier supported only on dashboard. Okay, but in the recent versions of Power BI desktop, Microsoft has enabled this feature for Power BI desktop reports. Means when you are building the reports, let's say here, now I'm completely blank. I don't know like how to visualize what column needs to pull here, right? I'm completely blank. So how to start using the Q&A here? Okay, so what you need to do, you just need to double click on the report. What? Just double click on the report. Let's see, as I double click on the report here, I'll get this Q&A page enabled here, right? Now I can use here the same Q&A functionality. Let's say I want to show top cities by sales total orders. Click on it and press enter. Here you go. That's it. You don't need to write anything for it. Even you don't need to look for the columns and all. Now I want to create another one. Double click and now search here. Total sales by profit. Sorry, not total sales. Sales by category as pie chart. Press enter. Total sales, not SAT. Total sales by category as pie chart. Here you go, right? So this Q&A functionality you can use in Power BI desktop reports, not in dashboard, because dashboard you can't use in Power BI desktop. So users can use this functionality in Power BI desktop also and Power BI service also. Okay. Next question I see here. Can we get filtered data like top 3 sales country wise Q&A session? So you want to get top country, top 10 country, let's say, by sales, right? Not top C, it's top 10. Top 10 country by sales. Press enter. Here you go. You got top 10 countries based on the sales. You want to see based on profit, replace it by profit, and you want to see it in as in any other different visual in matrix, let's say in tabular format. Here you get, right? So it's very nice and very useful functionality. Okay. You don't need to invest a lot of time to build the visuals. If you are aware, you have the basic understanding of your visuals, then quickly you can start building your dashboards. And the good thing is like Microsoft is working on it, on this functionality very actively. Like in every quarter, they are adding new and new powerful features, right? All right, can admin set as daily update to a contribution list? Yes, that is possible. I'll show you. This is end user specific dashboard. Yes, it depends. Let's say if I create it, so if I can save it only for me, if I don't want to allow it to visualize on other person, or I don't want to share it with other person. Okay, so it's up to me. If I created my dashboard and now I want to show this dashboard with other people, then I can share, otherwise no. All right, so it's up to you. If you want, you can share, otherwise it would be specific for you only. All right, can I as an admin see what kind of dashboards are my end users viewing to improve the default dashboard? Yeah, that I'll tell you how you can see the usage of your dashboards. Okay, let's say in your company you have 50 dashboard, and now you want to see like which are top 2 or 3 dashboards which people are using mostly. Then you can work on those dashboards and why people are not interacting with the other dashboards. Okay, so is there something wrong, or if whether that dashboard is not giving the useful information, okay, or is there something issue with that, or it's not fulfilling the user requirement? Such kind of questions then you can raise or you can discuss with your users based on the usage statistics of your dashboards. Okay, so that I'll show you. I'll come to that point. All right, next question I see top 10 country by profit as matrix. Add another column here. There I have doubt, but let's see. Top 10 country by profit, right? See, top 10 you will show only based on one column, right? But you can show something like country, profit, and you can try to add here sales. Sales, profit as table, right? Then next, I want to add, let's say country. Country should be the first. Country, sales, profit, right? If you want to add anything else, then you can do that also. Okay, press enter. It's showing QTD sales because the column name, the measure name is something different. Total sales, total underscore sales something. Yeah, here you go, right? Top 10 you can show based on only one column, not on multiples, right? Okay, all right, so this is Q&A. You can leverage this functionality in Power BI service, in dashboard, and in Power BI desktop and reports. Okay, so I hope it's clear to everybody. Very useful functionality. Now let's move to the another useful functionality, that is quick insights. What it is? Quick insights. Okay, so first let's discuss a use case. Let's say somebody is new to your company. Let's say I joined your company, okay, and I'm completely new to the business. What is the different business units, operating units, and how how your data is flowing within the business systems, right? So I'm completely unaware. I don't know anything about that. Okay, and obviously it will take like months for me to understand the business, to understand the data, right? And somebody asked me that just by just giving a data, somebody asked me to create a quick dashboard. So it would be difficult for me because I don't know like what is the column name, what is what are the different dimensions we have, and what data we can present. Let's say if somebody is giving me the sales data. Okay, sales data is very common data. Okay, so generally people can look into that, but I'm not sure like whether we have the categories, segments, which column we have, which would be the dimensions. Okay, and what else we can extract from that data in terms of like visualization. So it would be difficult for me to understand. Okay, so I need some like few days to understand that and to build the dashboard. Okay, but using quick insights within seconds, you can build the dashboard even if you are new to that data set, if you don't know anything about that data set. Within seconds, how it is possible? Because Power BI helps you to understand your data, and based on its internal algorithms. Okay, it's kind of a machine learning algorithms, right? So based on its algorithms, Power BI understand your data, and it evaluates, and it automatically find out that what can be visualized, what can be displayed, what can be extracted from that data in terms of visualization. You got my point? Let's say if somebody is giving me millions of records in Excel file. Now somebody asks me now create some important, get some important matrices or visuals from this data. I will be completely blank. It's difficult for me to understand it, and especially when you are new to the organization, you are new to the data, you are new to the business. Okay, then you can leverage the quick insights functionality. It will help you a lot to build the quick visuals, and then after you can reiterate the process, and you can like improve. You can take the enhancements, and then you can further improve your dashboard. Okay, but a basic dashboard would be created within just few seconds. Let's see it how. Okay, so this is a use case. Now, first I need to have a data set, right? So let's say, let me get any data set. These are the small data sets. Let me get some large file. Okay, so let's see this global superstore sample data set, right? Now how you can use it, right? So this is 11, I think. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to use this data set. Okay, and using this data set, I want to do the quick insights. All right, now the person is not having the access of Power BI desktop. Okay, using the Power BI service directly, he wants to build a dashboard. Okay, because quick insights is right now supported only in the Power BI service, not in Power BI desktop. Okay, all right, so very first thing is we need to load this data, this Excel, in Power BI service, because now we are working on the Power BI service. Okay, so very first thing is now I need to load this data in Power BI service. So now first let's see how we can get the data from Excel. First, let's choose in which workspace you want to load it. Let's say in my workspace, I want to load it. So I open the workspace first. Then you see here a get data option, right? Click on this. Here you see what you want to load. Go to the file section. Under the file sections, you click on this get button, because this file section enables you to load workbooks, Excel or CSV from the local machine or from your SharePoint or OneDrive folder. So click on get files. Here you see you can extract the file from local system, from SharePoint, from OneDrive for business, right? So I want to get it from my local machine. Click on this. Now where is that file? Let me get that first. So it is here. Let me just copy this path. Now we'll go to this path here, right? So it is my Excel. Now select it and click on open. Once you click open, then you see two options here. One is import and second is upload. Okay, so what is import and what is upload? For the timing, just forget about the upload. Okay, upload is nothing but it's just upload your Excel as a Excel online onto the Power BI service. Okay, so you need to import, because when you click on the import, then what will happen? The Excel data will be imported in Power BI service as a Power BI data set. Got it? So now click on this import button, trying to import your data as a Power BI data set. It will take only a few seconds. Okay, so the very first thing is the data should be into the tabular format. Okay, so this data is not in tabular format. So let's convert this in tabular format. How? Just select the control all data and control T. Okay, because if you are trying to import the data, Excel data in Power BI service, then that data should be into the tabular format. Only then you can import it. Okay, so it's a condition. So let's convert this. Let me just remove some records, otherwise it will take some time. So I'm going to delete some. Okay, so I have this data now. This one I want to load. This is a necessary column, test column, remove it from here, right? Okay, now control A, control T. Okay, so now here table has been created. Okay, save this file. And now you can again load your file on Power BI service. Choose import. And it's importing your data. All right, so it seems it's done. Now you can go to your workspace. And now you go to the data set. Under data sets, now you see your data set is appearing, right? So first, let's change the name of it. Give a decent name to this data set. Let's say sales data. Okay, fine. Now I have the data, but I don't know like what kind of data is inside this file or what I can extract from it. I need to evaluate this data. I need some hours or maybe 1 or 2 days, but somebody asked me to create a quickly create a dashboard using this. So then you can leverage the quick insights. So on this data set, you can run the quick insights. How? Go here to the settings, and here you see get quick insights. Click on it and just sit back and relax for a few seconds. It's searching. Power BI is running its internal algorithms to quickly build and to quickly search and build the all possible visualizations on top of this data. It will take a few seconds only. It's done. Insights are ready. Now click on view insights. Here you go, right? So now if you scroll down, you see that there are a lot of visuals have been created automatically. Right now it's your choice by just reviewing each and every one. Which one you want, you can add it on your dashboard. Okay, so in this way you can quickly build a dashboard, right? So let's say now how we can build the dashboard. So now what it is showing profit by order here. So now you can see how your profit is increasing. So if you see profit is trending upwards, that's just a statistics of this visual. So if you see here into this blue line, so what is the red line first? Red is the average, right? So it's average trend. Okay, so now if you see here that blue is showing your profit value, right? If you see everywhere, right? So now if you go to the next visual, count of city and count of order ID, it doesn't show much and useful for me, so I can skip this. Average of shipping cost, yeah, that's important thing. So what is the average of the shipping cost, right? So for category and ship year wise, you can see like what is the maximum shipping cost for which category and in which year. So if you see, the maximum was for this category, right? So if you see this dark green part, right? So it is most here, like almost like more than around like 60%, right? If you hover here, so you see that it is just showing you average of shipping cost is 12.3% of 12.43%, 12.3, yes, for this 12.43. So it is the highest one, right? And in which year it is? In 2014, right? So if you see here, office supplies has a relatively steady percent of total shipping cost. So now the question is, what we can do, what measures we can take, or what actions we can take to reduce the shipping cost for office supplies material. What is the problem with office supplies material? Is it like taking like much space, or like what are the different parameters based on which we can evaluate that why the shipping cost is high for office supplies and how we can work on to reduce it? Okay, now next, count of city by ship mode doesn't look like much important, so if you want you can use it, do some study, otherwise you can skip that. Okay, so based on this, let's say profit by ship mode. So the standard class accounts for the majority of profit. So if you see your standard class giving you the most of the profit, right? 60.69 profit is coming if you ship your material from the using the standard class. Okay, right. So now the point is there are a lot of useful information, but the point is how you can quickly build the dashboard. Just click on this pin visual here, create a new dashboard. Here it is, my sales underscore quick dashboard. Any name you can give here. Pin it. That's it. Now next go. You want to pin this one also. Select your dashboard. Pin it. Isn't it easy? So within just few seconds, you can quickly build a dashboard and you can present to that person who asked you to create a dashboard on the unknown data set. Profit by subcategory, another important thing, right? So based on, you can just select, right? And then you can go to the dashboard. And here you see your dashboard is ready. Okay. Further, you can make it more beautiful. Based on that, you can do size bigger and small, whatever you want. Okay. And your dashboard is ready. Now you can subscribe to this dashboard and you can start getting this dashboard in your mailbox every day. You can share this dashboard within your team members, right? You can do a lot of things with this dashboard. And the good thing is now using this dashboard, now you can leverage the Q&A. Okay. Is it clear to everybody? Any doubt?
Okay, so in order to get this accurately, what kind of data sanitization that you suggest that we should keep in mind?
Yeah, good. Yes, good question. So the first thing is you are able to do the visualization only. You are not able to do anything on the data modeling. So it means the data on which you are going to run the quick insights, that data should be clean data. That should be the normalized data set. It should not be like there are like some null values, some blank data, some like some raw values in your data set. So your data should be a neat and clean data set. Let's say if you have extracted data in Excel, let's say from any other tool or from any ERP system, from CRM system. Now using that data set, you want to quickly build and you are sure like that data set is clean. Okay. Your column names, because the column names plays an important role. If your column names will not be correct, then you will not be able to see these information correct here. Let's say if your column name, shipping cost column name is, let's say SHC. SH for shipping and C for cost, SHC. So here you will see the same thing, average of SHC. So the first thing is your data should be clean, including the best practices should be followed in the naming conventions, right? In the column names, and your data should be clean. Okay.
Is there a specific parameters that we could follow to maintain a clean data?
Clean data means like data modeling. Let's say you have 3 columns. Let's say here you have these one is your, let's say, item number, and the second is your sales you have, and the second is you have here your COGS, cost of goods sales. Okay, and here that's it, only you have these 3 columns. Now if you have the data here like this, okay, and let's say you have some data here, product names like this, and somewhere you have product name like null. So ideally your product name should not be null, and if you have the sales against that product number, so it means that should not be the product number, should not be the null. So if you are loading this data as it is, then it will not give you the correct results, obviously, because we need to handle such kind of data. It means data transformation needs to be done. So this data transformation, now how you can do, either you can filter out this null, or you can check why it is null is coming. You can replace, you can filter out the null rows from here, delete the null values from here. Okay, because if you import the null data, then it will give you the wrong results. Okay, wrong values. Another thing is like, if you are going to import only this data, then it will give you the visualization based on only on these 3 columns. Yeah.
Hello. Now, can you take a different example, a different data set, and create a same report? Because I mean, none of us are into sales actually, so I want to see if we can the report will turn out with a different data set. Maybe you can take a HR dashboard, or you can take a finance dashboard, any data set, and then if you can just quickly use quick insights.
Okay, finance dashboard. Let me get some finance dashboard.
Yes, please.
We have one sales and marketing. Let me get the same data set which I shared with you. So let's say you have this movie data. Okay. On any data, it's not any movie data. Now I'm not sure like what are the column names here. Okay, but my data, my column name should be the correct, right? Like rank, movie title, opening theaters, revenue value, studio. So these values should be Correct. The name column name should be the proper. It should not be like you just given the total sales to something like this. So it's not giving you any information, because when visualization will come, it will come based on the same name. So it will be difficult for you to read the values. So first, column name should be the correct. There should not be any null or blank values in your data. Now in case, the example what I was trying to explain here, now let's say if you are running quick insight right now, you have 3 columns. Now Power BI quick insights will look only on these 3 columns. Okay, and if you are expecting that I want some like some information, for example, let's say for example profit also, then you must have the profit column in your data. Otherwise, if you don't have, the first thing is in your Excel you have to get the profit. Let's say if you're talking about the finance data set, then in your finance you have your let's say due amount for your customers. Okay, but you want to show that data, like you want to show something like based on the aging, you want to show the due amount on the customers. Okay, so for that aging column you have to create in Excel first. You got my point? So that level of data modeling you need to do in Excel. Okay, once your data modeling is done in Excel, then you can use the quick insight, because quick insight will just look in the column names, and based on the column names and its data type, it will just visualize the data.
Okay.
So let's say, if you have only 5 columns in your data set, so you would expect the visualizations or the quick insights option just around only these 5 columns. If you want to get the more insight, then you must have some more columns here, like profit percentage, or like country, or some other informations. Okay, so as much as columns you will be having, you will get more quick insights options.
Could we quickly run quick insights for the movie data?
For the movie data, yeah, sure. So where it is, movie data, here it is.
Can we also add? Can we add one more column, custom column on our own? Maybe the top 10 revenue for the year 2020 or something, or the top 10
Okay.
revenue.
Okay, so let's do one thing.
The movies that are cross the $100,000 or something.
So here I have something like let's say for this matches. So here I have IPL dataset. Okay. Now on this IPL dataset, I want to run the quick insights. Let's say here win by runs, win by wickets. Right. So a lot of information is there. Right. If you want more data, then there is another file which is deliveries. Means like ball wise, you can see the statistics, the data here. Right, like what was the match ID. Right now you see that what is the match ID. Match ID is 1, right? But now when it will visualize your data, it will show match ID 1. So it would be difficult for you to understand that what was the match ID 1. So now see match ID 1. So in your another sheet you have match ID 1, right? So match ID 1 was the season was 2008 and city was Bangalore, and teams were Kolkata Knight Riders and Royal Challengers, right? So now what you need to do, you need to do some VLOOKUP or something, whatever. It's your data transformation activity in Excel. So you need to get this data, this information in this file. Okay.
Correct.
If you want like more meaningful data, more meaningful visualization. Otherwise, it will show like match 1 won, right? So now you don't know like what was the match 1. So you need to look here. So first you need to build your data set. Okay, so that's why I said you need a clean data set, a transformed data set, right? Okay. Once you have that data set, then you can run on it. So now if I run this, if I run the visuals, so I'm running this matches Excel file, right? Because this is having few records only. Otherwise that will take much time. So I'm going to first import this file, right? Before importing, this should be into the tabular format, right? Select all, Control T, convert it into a table, right? Now let's save it, matches, close, where it is, here it is, select the path, go to get data. In my workspace, I'm going to load it, local file, and where it is, on this path, matches, select and open. Now you go to your data set. Here you see matches data set. Now on top of this, I want to run the quick insights. And if you want to work, if you want to do it on some other data sets, as you mentioned, like you are interested in movies data sets, so you can go to Kaggle, okay, a Kaggle website, kaggle.com.
You can get the data sets.
Yeah, so whatever the data set you want, like let's say anything, YouTube statistics, world population, movies, sales, finance, HR, whatever you want, right? COVID-19, HR data. Search your HR analytics, case study, HR analytics. So there are a lot of informations, right? So any data you can download and you can start working on that.
Okay.
Okay, so it's searching for insights. It's ready. Click on view insights. So it's first is count of city by year, not useful information. Second is count of city by result. Normal has noticeably more city, not much info. Okay, when? So why the data is not like giving us like useful information? Because the column names and we don't pull the required columns into the data set. That's why it's not giving more useful information for us, right? Like it is showing win by wickets by result. So what is normal? I don't know now what is normal. What is no result, right? So let's say win by wickets by month. So it means in May month, wins were 940 wins in month May. Still, it's not much useful information. Why? Because we were not having the key data in that sheet. So based on that data, it will run. So you must have collect all the useful data in that sheet in your data set. Only then it will help you. It should not like if you're not having any useful data, then on that it is not going to help you.
So what happens if what happens if I have the data in multiple tabs, and of course I have
only one tab.
Only one tab. Okay.
You need to pull everything in one tab, and only one sheet would be loaded.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that is a very important.
Yeah, this is like here you are just Power BI Quick Insights is helping you in the visualization only, not in data modeling. So now it's your job that you have to handle the data modeling, whether you do data modeling manually or sometimes what happens like we extract the as it is some data set. Let's say if you are using Workday and from the Workday you extract all the employees data set, right? So based on that, you can just directly upload the data and here you will get some visualizations quickly.
Okay.
Or the good thing is like using this Quick Insights, now you will have some basic idea that what else you can extract from that. So now you watch looking at this information, you can use that the same data set in Power BI Desktop and you can building your reports. This is also way like because sometimes what happens like when we loaded some data. Now in Power BI Desktop, somebody asks us that, okay, so create some information, create a visualization on the IPL data set. And we are blank. Okay, after adding some 5, 10, 15 visuals, now we'll start thinking, okay, what else we can bring? What else we can visualize? So let's allow Power BI to work for you, visualize. It will bring like 50 or 60 visuals for you. Then you can view that, or let's say if it looks interesting for you, right? Then let's say for this one, count of city by winner. So CSK win 18 times. So now this is useful information. Okay, so let's build the same visual here. So you can get an idea also from there. You got that?
Yeah, I was thinking the same actually.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So this is Quick Insights. Okay.
$1,000. This is how we can work with the halving clause in SQL. And this brings us to the end of this session. Thanks for attending and let's meet in the next class.